overheard you guys talking the other day, and I have absolutely no clue what some of these terms mean. Can you answer some questions?
I think we can.
Absolutely.
All right, what's a PC?
That's a personal collection. And any good politically correct personal collection shows what kind of a collector you are in this space. I collect St. Louis Blues, I collect goaltenders. What do you collect then?
I'm a big fan of the Los Angeles Chargers and Leeds United. That's my PC. A personal collection is your favorites to collect for your hobby and your collection itself.
All right, now what's a slab?
The slab is obviously the process in grading when you pull a card, and then we actually gonna pull an example here. So give me a slab, Eitan, which give me a raw card as well. So this is a card that you pull from a pack. That is non-graded, of course. And then when you send it over to a grading company, this one is Beckett, there's PSA, there's TAG, there's SGC, CGC. It gets encased into this case and it gets a grade out of 10. This one got a 9.5 out of 10. When it's in this graded case, it is called a slab.
Cool. Now what's a top patch?
All right, so patch collectors will appreciate this. Anytime there's a patch autograph or a patch card, you could wind up with a napkin,
Like my nana's house.
right, from Dick's Sporting Goods, or you can end up with a letter patch, a number patch, multicolored patches. The more interesting the patch, the rarer the patch, the more the collectors will enjoy it.
All right, and now what's a crack?
People grade their cards, like I said, i.e. this one right here, and when the card comes back, they do not like the grade they received from the grading company. So maybe I graded this McDavid rookie and I thought it was gonna be a 10, but it got a 9.5. I'm very angry and I want to send it back to maybe Beckett or PSA or SGC or CGC. So I'm going to crack the slab, which means I'm going to break this open, pull the card out of this, and resend it back for grading.
And there's also a lot of other crack in the hobby, like plumber crack, but nonetheless.
Okay, now what's dirty / like heat?
Well, these are just all terms of endearment for the cards that we either pull from packs or that we buy and that we're showing off. It's heat. That's a dirty card. That's a dirty patch.
Some people may say fuego.
Absolutely. There's different languages. Очень хорошо.
And now what are comps?
Comps, values, shall we say. So comps are, a lot of people say comps in the sport card world. Values is pretty much what that means. So when you do pull a card, you buy a card, everyone wants to see the comps of the cards. That just means the value. There's always, different sources you could use to check out the values or comps of cards. eBay, 130-point card ladder.
Short for comparables.
Exactly.
And now what's SP and SSP?
Short print, super short print. These are going to refer to things like case hits that everybody loves, like downtowns and kabooms. There's a variety of different cards that can be short prints, super short prints. Adam and Maz are always pulling the heat, the SPs and the SSPs.
And now what's Mojo?
Mojo is something that I have every Thursday night on Breaks After Dark. Tune in at 8 p.m. on Whatnot. When I'm opening boxes, people always say, Adam's got some Mojo with him. It pretty much means when you're opening boxes, you just cannot miss. Every box you open, every box you touch, you're hitting case hits, autos, numbered cards, valuable cards. Something that I do have and Maz lacks it a little bit.
You guys have the Mojo and they get on heaters, which is a run of Mojo.
And what's a banger?
Bangers are the biggest hits, the best cards. It's a banger. Everyone's going to recognize that it's a banger and appreciate the card.
When you come into our store and open that case to sell us a card and you pull that one card out, Eitan's going to say, that's a banger.
And now what's a Grail?
A Grail is just the cream of the crop, the holy grail, I guess you could say, of sports cards if we're talking about collectability. So you could talk about Mickey Mantle, you could talk about Honus Wagner, Gretzky rookies,
100%.
LeBron, I guess you could put in there, Michael Jordan rookies, right? Like
Everyone's got a personal Grail.
Correct.
One of ones are Grails in the sense that they're very difficult to find, but everyone has personal Grails as well. You can personalize and it tends to be a very special card. I'm having difficulty finding it. I'm gonna covet it and I'm gonna keep it on my shelf. That's a Grail. Do you have a Grail?
Nope.
You probably do, but my Grail would be like a Jordan Binnington 1/1 or his Cup Patch rookie.
What's pop?
So pop count is gonna be the amount of cards that are available, whether it's a graded card, so you can very easily look up a population count on PSA card or Beckett, etc. Sometimes it can refer to the amount of cards that there are, maybe serially numbered, but generally speaking, it's the graded cards. How many are there of the graded card?
And what's a rip?
Something I do every Thursday night on Whatnot, 8 p.m. Check me out. Breaks After Dark. I open boxes. That is actually the rip. Everyone sees the beautiful Mintic knives that we use. When you cut that box open, you are ripping a box. It is just the actual process of opening a box.
And what's filler?
What is filler?
I know what filler is. Would you
There's
like me
a
to-
filler clinics.
I slap the table first. Fillers are in a pack, so sometimes you open a box, and mainly I talk about artifacts, hockey especially. When you open a pack, sometimes they put in a blank piece of cardboard that is a filler inside, so it makes it seem like there's a patch card inside or a hit, but they use a filler to make it seem like there is something in there, but there's not.
Sometimes known as a fakie, and people love using fillers to ship cards in a bubble envelope.
On that note, what's a hit?
I mean,
Something that I get every Thursday night on Whatnot, 8 p.m. right now.
super heat hot hits.
Very similar to terms we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
A hit is something that you get in a box usually. So if you're talking about a hobby box, usually there's 2 guaranteed hits. That'll be like an autograph, a patch card, a patch autograph card. Usually every hobby box in the hobby contains a hit.
And in Pokemon, the hit is Charizard.
That's all.
That's it.
Did we answer your questions?
You answered all my questions.
Hopefully we helped you out. And Adam, what's 6'7"? 6'7", guys.